Chat, I went to have the talk with her. I'm not gonna use this anymore because the girl is not gonna come back here. Oh shit. I gotta tell you guys a story from the beginning to the end, okay? I don't think, like, I did not expect what happened. So, it was definitely something. Like, I think I learned a lot about myself through this. But for those of you who are not caught up, let me give a quick recap on what happened. For the past year, in 2023, I was sort of talking to this girl. I was seeing this girl, and things were going very well. We were happy. We did a lot of activities together. We laughed. We went on a few trips here and there. I was working a lot, so I was focused on my thing, but we had a lot of we were doing our thing here and there together, and we got very close. We weren't like in a relationship or anything like that, but we got very close, and I think at some point she really liked me, but I was so busy with my work, so I was doing my thing, and at some point I really liked her back, so I asked her out, but it took too long. So she said no. At that point. This was a few months ago, and Chad, if you feel like someone might be the one for you, right? And it's been a few months, like at that point you kind of know the person. You should think about why you guys are not together, and if that reason is really like as real as it sounds in your head. And we still really liked each other. Even outside, of the you guys talking about time window, all of this, but we still really liked each other. And then when I asked her out, she said no because she didn't trust me. She still liked me, but she didn't trust me. And because she didn't trust me, I felt like I had to show her that I really like her. I felt like I had to show her through action and time that I'm like committed, right? And so I became, just like, I was already nice, but like I became extra nice to really make her feel secure in all of this. And I actually think so many problems in our lives, right? Not just relationships, but everything. So many of our problems stems from insecurity, right? Like, we might feel not confident enough about maybe a person or your career, your job, or whatever it is, right? Or your joke, you want to make anything, and you decide to perform an action or a decision because of that insecurity, and then it changes the consequences of like what happens. And I feel like if you're not aware of that insecurity, it leads you to making decisions that you don't actually want to make. Decisions that make you might want to regret this, and that's not good. So I felt like I had to really show her, that I really liked her and shit. And I think that was fine. And after a while, right, we reconvened in New York about a month ago, because I was like in SF, she was in New York, and we finally saw each other in real life. This was the streams I was doing in the past like 3 weeks, right? I was like planning the ice skating thing on stream with you guys, and then we did the candle making thing with you guys. I was like calling on stream or texting, all that shit. That was like when we finally reconvened in real life. And I realized that it's so bad when you have a lot of these like important conversations over phone, right? Even if it's FaceTime, it's not good, right? And we were forced to like do a lot of that shit when I was, in SF or in California, and I shouldn't have done. You need to have like these conversations in real life, right? And like the friendly hangouts we did, chat. The friendly hangouts, low key, they went really well, man. Like, they went really well, but I was scared of making her uncomfortable and shit, right? So I had to talk with her yesterday. But to just directly tell her that we should stop talking. But Trent told me I should just go have a talk with her to actually see how she's feeling and tell her how I'm feeling and then see where it goes from there. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come in with no decision and I'm gonna talk with you to work towards a solution. So that's what I did. Morning, I sent her a text. I was like, yo, let's talk tonight. Yeah, you have time. Let's have a talk in real life. So I went. It was like what, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Felt like I was about to do like a job interview or some shit. And I went to her place. And we talked a bit, right? We talked a bit, and finally I was like, okay, let's cut the bullshit. All right, here's what I'm here for. I gotta talk to you about this shit, about what we're doing right now, you know, how you're feeling about each other and all these things. And I gave her like how I've been feeling. Right? I was like, yeah, like I don't know, like I feel like it's weird that you feel uncomfortable, you know, if I'm like flirting with you and whatever. And obviously I really like you and shit. So I want to know how you feel. Is it like because you're scared to date me, or is it because you're just like you don't want to, like you actually just like don't like me like that? I talked to her and I found out I have a boyfriend. Bro, that would be crazy, man. If she said I had a boyfriend, that would be crazy, dude. That would be the end of everything, bro. She's lesbian. Nice try, little bro. You are ugly. Chat, you guys are ruining the moment right now. Are you guys fucking serious right now? You guys think she said something stupid like that? We had a serious talk where she likes me and I like her, and I was being heartfelt. I gave her a heartfelt speech about my feelings and shit, right? And I was looking at her, right? I was sitting beside her, like, you know, I give her the look, and I was smelling good, you know, I was doing all the right things, right? You know, our shoulders were touching. Her place is like, she has this like studio, right? And she has like this light that goes on the roof, so it's like all vibey and shit. And we were sitting on this love seat, and I was here, right? And she was there, and we were like, our shoulders were like touching a bit. Because I like you, of course, I would compliment you. But if that makes you uncomfortable for whatever reason, even though I'm not expecting us to date, wait, that makes sense. But what do you mean? What do you mean? Right? And I was like, do not respond to what I just said. Right? I said, do not respond to what I just said. I said, tell me your feelings. I said, tell me what you think. And she said, let's be friends. No, she said she also really likes me, but she feels like we're not on the same page. I'm like, what the f are you talking about, bro? What fucking page are you talking about? I'm on page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright? What the fuck? What page are you talking about? I didn't say that. I was like, you're right. We are not on the same page. That's why we came here to have this talk. Then I said, okay, so perhaps maybe we should do something differently. And she was flustered. She was like, oh, but what should we do? I don't know what to do. And I was like, don't worry. I know what to do. And I said, get naked. I actually said that. But I was like, I'm joking. What we should actually do is stop talking to each other. She was like, whoa, what do you mean? Can't be friends, but I still want to hang out with you. I still want to talk to you. I think I'm okay now, you know? I'm not uncomfortable. I'll be comfortable. And she was really nice about it. But I was like, I don't know. I feel uncomfortable. And so she was like, and she started asking me about, you know, the song. Because I told her I'm making a song. I was like, oh shit. Because I had decided to not show her the song. Right? To not show her the song. Because I felt like it would make her uncomfortable. But she was like really asking me like what this song was. She was really curious about this shit. So I was like, alright, fine, I'll show you the song. But I don't want you to be uncomfortable because the song is about you. This song is about you. That's why I'm not showing you. You know? I came here to have like to see how you feel about this shit. If you don't like me like that, then I don't know if I should be showing you this song as a fucking love song. It's a love song. And then she was like, oh, but I want to hear it. I want to hear it. So I was like, oh, fuck. If you insist. But we should listen to it together on your bed. So we got on the bed, looking at the light that's on the roof. Right? The light is like moving on the roof. And I'm like, yo, give me the speaker type shit. We got the nice surround sound. We're on the bed, looking at the moving lights on the roof, on the ceiling. And I'm like, all right, give me your Spotify. I said, search up Coney Island. She was like, oh, Coney Island? And then she said, every time I listen to the song Coney Island by Taylor Swift, it reminds me of you. I'm like, I'm about to one up Taylor Swift right now. I'm about to one up Taylor Swift. So it was like, search up Coney Island by Duke Pan, because my shit wasn't popping up. You know, my shit was not popping up, chat. Like, y'all gotta go listen to my song on Spotify, all right? So like this, so if someone searches Coney Island, it goes up the list. Right now, it's not even on the list. You gotta search Duke Pan for it to come up, bro. I'm becoming a singer. I guess I discovered a hidden talent through this whole thing. So she pulls up the song. I pull up the song, like, play this shit. And we were on the bed looking at the lights. I made sure the sound was up, volume was up. So she's laying down. She laying down like this. She laying down like this. Right? And I'm like this. I'm like this. I was like trying to touch the lights. And she was laying down like facing me. Right? Like facing me. So then I play the song. I play the song. So I play this song, right? I play this song, and she like dead ass is emotional. Like she looking at me like I just invented some like magic potion. Like I was cooking, chat. I was fucking cooking. I was cooking. Dude, all these people said told me not to show her the song. Fuck these people, bro. So many people told me not to show the song. She loved it, bro. She loved the song, and I could tell like she was like very like emotional as she was listening to it. And I just let the song play, and it was like one sad song after another, one sad song after another, and we're just laying down there tearing up, thinking about the good times we had. Start talking about remember when we did this, remember when we did this together there at that time, you know when you did this, remember when I first met you there at that place, and I came to your room, and what you were wearing when I first met you at this party. We started going on remember when, remember this and that, and it was like an emotional journey, bro. We just, we cuddled a bit out of sadness. We were both sad. We were just both sad because it felt like a breakup. It felt like a breakup, and we were just remembering all the things we did together. It was very sad, very sad. Because I told her after this that we should stop talking. I told her. I said, and we're trying to think like, oh, can we be like friends and like be normal and this and that? I was like, I think we gotta stop talking. In my heart, I was like, I don't want to let you go. But outside, I was like, we gotta stop talking. Sometimes love can get really complex.
16. Broke, but I never was a miskin. On a block, I was listening to Mitski.